Hello everybody of the YouTube Nation, it's me, Cole Melvin, the CEO of CMDM Studios, and I am coming back into reviewing business. Yay! Yeah, unfortunately I don't really have any new ideas for this review, so it's basically going to be like all the other ones. Ugh. But hey, at least it's of a figure that has, as far as I know, has no reviews. Yay! So this will be the very first review of the Sci-Fi Revoltech series number 21, Anguirus. Alright, now let's start this up. First off, I'm just gonna show you the box because the Revoltech figures come in really awesome looking boxes. Yep, got a little bit of English, Japanese. All I know is that it's starting to say Anguirus, but the rest of it's covered up by this little band right here. On the bottom it shows you how to fix some of the leg joints. Got some nice pictures as it's international. If you look right there, it has the little Godzilla sticker for some reason. Even though Revoltech will not be making a Godzilla figure, which is unfortunate. But yeah, it's a different story for a different day. Alright, as you can see on the side, another awesome picture of the figure. Anguirus, Sci-Fi Revoltech, series number 21. Sorry if you cannot pick this up with my camera too well. Alright. Again, more pictures of the figure. All kinds of cool poses. And right there it's how all the different movements. Yes, we'll go into more detail about that later. Some of the accessories. Yes, I'm sorry, again, sorry about not being able to pick it up too well. Then on this band it has some advertisements for other Revoltech figures, such as Predator, it's gonna be awesome, and Gigan, who's out right now, and if you're, he's gonna be really cool. Fortunately, he's probably gonna be really small. Oh well. Again, different story for a different day. Alright, and then you got this side. I believe this is supposed to tell you about the revolver joints that are used in Revoltech. Yeah, again, can't read Japanese. Oh no, I fails. Alright. Then you can be inside of it. I believe this is Anguirus' history or the a summary of the film Destroy All Monsters. And right here you can see some images and stills of Destroy All Monsters, such as the famous Anguirus biting on the King Ghidorah's neck. Keelak women. There's a picture of the suit. Some of the military. Again, sorry, can't really pick this up too well. And also shows some dynamics for the Moonlight SY3, which is pretty awesome. Yeah. Alright then. And then the inside of the box. I have most of the stuff out, but there's still one thing I haven't taken out yet, which is the nameplate and the revolver token with its little box thing. Let's move on to the detail of this figure. Alright. As you can see, that each of the spikes on his carapace is individually sculpted, as well as you can actually see all the scales, which is really awesome. Again, all his little spikies on his tail, going down to the tip. And also these little plates right here, don't really know what to call them. And there's also, if I move the legs into the right position, there are actually spikes, there are spikes right here on the back of his legs and on his forearms, which is a lovely touch right there. The teeth are individually sculpted, which is pretty awesome. And the thing is that his face looks much more like the suit than the Bandai figure does, which is pretty awesome. He has that really annoyed, where's my coffee look. There you go. The only chinks in the detail are at the joints, but it's not really all that bothering to me. So that's pretty cool. Alright, now let's move on to the detail. Well, not detail, but the articulation. As you can see, his jaw can open up and down. So you can tilt his head forward or back. Then you can, move it right where it meets at the chest, at the abdomen. The arms, the hands can move as well. And also straighten out his arms, or yeah, you get the picture. Where's Kyle? He's about this tall. A little internet joke. Alright, you can also do this. Yeah, sorry, I just had a dirty thought. Alright, and yeah, do just about anything with his legs. And because of how the legs are, you can actually get him to stand up on his hind legs, so he's not always in that crippled pose all the time. Even though I do like the hands and knees pose for Anguirus, but still. Yeah. And also, the tail, it's made of rubber, and you can bend the tail however you please. And it'll stay like that, because there's like a wire or something going in the middle of the rubber. It's really cool because throughout the films, the monsters' tails are always moving, and it's like these different poses, it gives it a little bit more of that movie-like quality. Be careful of this, you can stab somebody with that, and this, and that. The other ones are all rubber and... oh, yeah. Alright, now I'm also going to show you the detail of the other model that came with this set, which is the Moonlight SY3. Yes, smoke is beautifully crafted well on this figure, and so is the exhaust. And the ship itself is amazing. I'm sorry again about the camera, but you can actually see SY3 printed on the sides of it, like about right there where my thumb is at. Fortunately, it's hard to see, and if I move it farther away, it just can't see it at all. But the paint job is amazing on something so small. To compare it with, yeah, looks more like a missile. So a spaceship. But anyways, but it's just beautifully done. I love it. It's just so amazing. So well sculpted and painted for something so tiny. Alright, and now we shall go on to sizing. Now, because I don't really have too many Showa figures, I'm gonna pull out my only Bandai Showa figure. Godzilla 1968. Alright, now he is actually a bit undersized, but it doesn't really bother me because Anguirus is supposed to be shorter than Godzilla, so yeah, it looks pretty good. I mean, it's like have that buddy hanging out thing, or hey, we're gonna team up and save the world from space aliens. So yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. Alright, and for the other monster I'm gonna pull out, just for laughs and giggles, is the GMK Godzilla. Why the GMK Godzilla, or Ghost Godzilla as I prefer to call him? It is because that originally, for Giant Monsters All-Out Attack, instead of Mothra and King Ghidorah, it was supposed to be Anguirus and Varan. Well, and this would actually look pretty good because one, Godzilla was made taller in that film, being 60 meters tall, and two, the Guardian monsters were usually made much smaller than what they originally were. So, yeah, this actually will look pretty good. And also, you can have like bite Godzilla's hand. Alright, and another monster, which is my fan-made monster, that you may have seen in the Invader video, Gorgonoptrix. Yeah, he's gotten a name. You can thank Pop and Pick Central for her name and those who voted on that name. Now, because he's a fan-made monster, it's really not going to be all that, well, you can see what the problem is, because he's a fan-made monster. He doesn't really have a height to compare with. But, he looks pretty good, because evil monsters should be larger than the good monsters. Just makes for a more climactic looking fight. Alright, well, still gonna bring out one thing, but it's not a monster this time. Bringing out my famous little Maser Tank. Woo! Yeah, Maser Tank, because I love the Maser Tank, and even though it really hasn't been up against Anguirus, I think it should still be good. And I also think this looks pretty good against him, because you can like stomp on it or cool stuff like that. So, yeah. Alright, now for rarity. Because he's fairly new, so he's not that rare. But the thing is that because he's a Revoltech figure, he is expensive. I mean, usually Revoltech figures are what, like 36 bucks. I had to pay 40 bucks for this guy. Then he got sold out, and then when I went back and looked up, he was back in stock, but the price went up even higher. So yeah, gonna have to pay a pretty shiny penny for it if you want a Revoltech Anguirus. So yeah. Well, this was a CMDM Studios toy review, and hope maybe this inspires you to buy this wonderful figure. Random Stink Bug!